Big one.
It's a big one, Mr. President.
Do you have any questions on this subject? We're going to be discussing the G20 in a couple of minutes, but yes, please.
Mr. President, what gave you the idea for this rebrand? And question for you, the newly minted Secretary of War. What message does this send to our enemies, to our allies, to the American people? And again, what gave you the idea for this rebrand at this moment in history, sir?
I think it sends...
What's going on, Patriots? Welcome back to the channel. If you're tired of the fake news media twisting everything and you want the truth, straight and unfiltered, you're in the right place. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss when we drop new content.
I think it sends a message of victory. I think it sends really a message of strength. We're very strong. We're much stronger than anyone would really understand. And again, you know, having the great equipment, we have just so much better. You look at all of the, just any of it, submarines as an example. We're 20 years ahead of anyone else. Nobody even compares. And I let a lot of this happen in my first term. You know, we totally rebuilt our military. Then, of course, you had that catastrophe in Afghanistan where they gave up a lot of the equipment, but a relatively small amount, but a lot. There was a lot in Afghanistan. I think it was the most, General, I'd say it was the most embarrassing day in the history of our country, the way that happened, the way they went to the wrong airport. They should have gone to Bagram, not the local little airport with no security, with tight quarters, etc. You know what happened. I think it was the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, frankly. That was under the Biden administration. It was terrible. And we were going to be leaving, but we were leaving with strength and dignity. We were going to keep Bagram because Bagram is 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons. We're going to have that all to ourselves, a big, beautiful place built many years ago for money that today would be the equivalent of many, many billions of dollars. You couldn't build it. The longest runways, the most powerful runways in terms of load capacity. And we just walked away from it. So stupid. And they were fools. The people were fools. No, we have the strongest military, and I think that indicates we have the strongest military. And you know, we had it, and we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything before, and as I said, we won everything in between. And we were very strong, but we never fought to win. We just didn't fight to win. We didn't lose anything, but we didn't fight to win. We could have won every one of those wars quickly. But they went a route that I think was probably politically correct, but not correct for our nation. So I think the Department of War sends a signal. Yeah, please.
Mr. You alluded to this a little while ago, but you said that this rename is a, quote, a good reflection of where the world is at right now. How do you square naming it the Department of War when you've been pursuing peace in so many different parts of the world?
Well, I think I've gotten peace because of the fact that we're strong. If we weren't strong, those 7 deals I told you about, the 7 wars, a majority of them wouldn't have happened. They happened for 2 reasons, trade and our strength. Those are the 2 reasons. And probably strength may be more important than trade. So if we, I was very proud of all those wars. Those were wars that could not be settled, and I settled all of them. And we'll get the other one settled also. That'll get settled. But without the strength, we wouldn't have settled any of them. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, is it your...
Now, let's talk about this big move. President Trump rebranding the Department of Defense back to what it was originally called, the Department of War. And let me tell you, folks, this is huge. The left is already freaking out. But let's be honest. This sends a crystal clear message. America is strong again. We're not going to hide behind politically correct labels anymore. We are a nation that defends itself. And when necessary, we fight and we win. That's the truth. President Trump is right. Our military is unmatched. Our submarines, our equipment, our technology. We are decades ahead of our enemies. But under Biden, what did we see? Absolute chaos. The Afghanistan withdrawal was one of the most embarrassing moments in American history. Billions of dollars of equipment left behind. Soldiers put at risk, and strategic bases like Bagram, gone. Total incompetence. Now think about this. Bagram is 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons. 1 hour. And Biden just walked away from it. It's insanity. That base should have been held. Period. Under Trump, we would have left with strength, with dignity, and with America's interests secured. And let's not forget, Trump reminds us that America used to fight wars to win. World War I, World War II, victory. But for decades, we've been stuck in endless wars where politicians tie the hands of our troops. Trump's point is simple. If you're going to fight, you fight to win. And if you're strong enough, you don't even have to fight, because peace comes through strength. And he's right. Look at the peace deals under his administration. Countries respected America because we had leadership, we had trade leverage, and we had the strongest military in the world. That's how peace is made, not by bowing to enemies or apologizing for America. So, patriots, this rebrand isn't just a name change. It's a signal. America is done being weak. We're done with failed leadership. We're returning to strength, victory, and unapologetic patriotism. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you support the return of the Department of War? Or do you think the left's outrage has any merit? I know where I stand. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you're always up to date with the truth the mainstream media won't give you. Until next time, stay strong, stay free, and God bless America.